Bonjour, I am Marloes. Originally from the Netherlands, my family and I moved to the beautiful region of Burgundy in France in 2019 to escape city life and live a simpler and quieter life close to nature. We found a 150-year-old farmhouse between the vineyards of Beaune and the lakes and forests of Natural Park Le Morvan that we're renovating, slowly but surely. We've already finished a cabin that we started renting out early 2022. We probably need a few more years to get everything finished, but we're enjoying the journey. And we're enjoying being part of a warm community, a small village, and all the pleasures that small village and French country life bring to our everyday experience. On this channel, I share our quiet life here in the countryside, brocante hunting, recipes, the renovations that we're doing, and more. And in this video, I want to share my recipe for French baguette. And baguette is actually very easy to make. There's two tricks. One is not touching it too much. And the second thing is that you want to add a little bit of water, like just a small bowl of water, to the oven when you bake it. The ingredients are very simple. It's just flour, lukewarm water, a little bit of salt, and some yeast. You can either use the yeast that you buy in the refrigerator in the French supermarket or dried yeast. And I'm going to try to add maybe half spelt flour. I won't try to make them with just spelt flour just yet. I might do that later. So what we're going to do, I've got my weighing scale and I'm Dutch, so I use grams. And I'm going to put in, I think, 200 grams of normal flour. So if you don't, for any reason, need to cut down on wheat, then I suggest you just use wheat only. And in total we need 375, so I'm adding 175 of spelt. Next I use half packet of dry yeast, so that'll be, I'm gonna look that up for you, I'll write it down below. Then I am going to put in 1 teaspoon of salt. Now here's the thing, I'm going to add about 300 milliliters of lukewarm water. And the trick then is that we add the water and we don't stir too much, just enough to have everything being mixed. Now you just mix, but not too much. Put this over and I'm going to find a pretty warm spot, somewhere where the temperature will be stable, or you can put it in your oven at 40 degrees Celsius if your oven can go that low. The other thing that's going to help you make sure your baguettes come out nicely is to buy these. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So it looks very messy because it's really supposed to be runny like this. And now I think I'll just make 2. Just going to cut it in half like this. And just very gently try to shape it into something that at least looks like a baguette. In here. There we go. And the other one.
très bien.
J'aurai terminé mon tour, je reviendrai ici, puis après je monterai avec Benjamin.
Tu fais un catalogue de plantes, là, tu fais pas une photo de fleurs, c'est bien. Bon.
Non, c'est cassé.
So we had a first batch of wood delivered for the winter that we all need to stack there. In case you're like Olav wondering what the hell I'm doing because it doesn't look very efficient, you're right, it doesn't look very efficient. What I'm doing right now, obviously we need to stack this again, which would be the logical thing, start stacking them. And then what I'm doing is taking out the small, like little ones, like the smaller cuts. We take the smallest size because we only have pretty small wood burners. But the one for the cabin and also the wood burner that's outside of the cabin for campfires, they only take really, really small size wood. So in between these, there's always all these small bits, and I want to take them out to make sure that we have a nice stock for our guests, because the stock over there for guests is all gone. And it would be very practical to just start stacking this, and then all the little ones will be left on the floor. But since it's so hot, and since Olav, who's watching, and since Olav probably needs to decide how he wants that cleaned before we can properly stack all of this, we're not going to be doing this week. Also, because it is so dry, we're not getting any rain, so it's fine to leave it out here. So I'm going to take these out now because it's very hot, and yeah, we just need to move this pile around to find the other ones. But at least it's a start of a stock for our guests and the new guests that are arriving, I think, tomorrow. I just want them to feel taken care of.